Nice flashbang as well. Ethan will eat the taint flash though. There's going to be the first frag for him anyway. Starts to fall back. More flashes coming through. Stan trying to track. There's a big gap in those smokes. Ethan still on the side, can play double peek with his teammates. Pop, pop. Ethan's trying to kill everybody now. Kika and Jame remain. This is not the start they were looking for.
Yeah, this is really tough. If only they had a Molotov or something to deal with Ethan. But he seems to be just owning it from this position. Jame, though, will return one headshot onto Tarek. Jame trying to also cover the crossover position and the key cut as well. There's not too much that they can do. Too many men.
Two smokes for up. Busters lurking outside B at the moment. Tarek tried to make a play, but I'm sure he will emerge eventually. Trying to line up for the window. Stanislaus by the car position. Poking and prodding, trying to get that info, but there are two fast kills for Evil Geniuses. They haven't lost a player just yet. Finally, Stanislaus goes down with the AWP, no less, of James. Stuck by the door. Surely he's going to get flanked. Running now towards default spot, but they are overwhelmed with Evil Geniuses players. He's got stuck on a reload as well, so we'll find out what's going on there. So that's going to be a very quick engagement, and now there's loads of problems to EG. Tarek is alone. We've got Adreni. He's got a hit off a 1v1, but he can't see the players coming. You can feel the sense of urgency. Sanji could be in trouble, though, if Tarek goes a little deeper.
Really well played by Avangar to at least guarantee the bomb plant here, but EG indeed will still have a defense that they can go for a retake from Sanji. Always got to hit that straight away, and it's just going to be down to Kika and Jane. They are very, very low on HP here. There is no utility remaining for EG to actually get rid of these short players, so it's just the straight up aim battles. Tarek pushing into an off angle, goes for the spray. Kika with the defense.
Need to make their way in. 16 seconds, they're still stuck by the choke points. The smoke is still up. Sanji goes through the door, loses the bomb, and the same thing is happening as happened last time. They went for this kind of split. James gets a kill. He's still alive somehow. He's looking for it. James going crazy now. Find himself 3 kills, but there's no time to plant the bomb, or barely even time to pick it up.
UP straight through the smoke here. Breeze on the other end of it, just as James was talking about previously, and he's going to just stop this rush dead. He's got himself a Krieg as a reward as well. Also lost Catwalk. Tarek around the smoke. He's going to pick off one more, and it just gets worse. Avangar in so much trouble here, and they need to at least be able to find a couple kills. Keep the economy honest. Prevent it from growing too much. There's one from Buster.
To push because they need to save their own economy. Oh, he could even get knifed. Round number 7 and the blade is out. That's absolutely disgusting.
Means you've been successful, James, to warrant it.
It does, but it also means that you probably have to change stuff as well and do even more work.
Oh, Ethan, is he actually going through this? That's so brave. Really calling the bluff there, and it's put Tarek in a very difficult position by himself. That said, he finds the 1v1. Repositioning looked expert from Tarek, but he will finally go down. 3 versus 3 here for Avangar, and Stan's looking for a timing again. And it's not going to work out. Jame covers. A flashbang did go through. Stan had a good chance of getting a kill there, but instead it gets worse for EG. Maybe it's a chance here finally for Avangar.
Buster with an off angle. Does Breeze look a lot further? He does. He's going to do it, but Buster's still unable to get the kill. Breeze has got a fair amount of help, actually. James is brought over as well. And Circus seems wants to, never mind. He'll try to rotate away Cirque, but he will be taken out by Buster. Rifle support for an AWP. Breeze popping out with a flashbang. James loses his angle, doesn't go back to it, but he will hold some kind of angle. In the meantime, it's a brief walk. Here we go. Burst. It's 80k style, just bursting straight into the B bomb site. Stan creates a smoke for himself. But what can he really do? He needs to buy time. Tarek is here to help, or he's somewhere to help. Gets a long range shot. Actually, no, kill James elsewhere on the map. The bomb's been dropped. Stanislaus still in the smoke. How is this? How they're going to lose the round? Finally, he's taken out, but it's instant trades, leaving Adrenaline with a Krieg. He knows that one of the players is by the window. He hears Breeze. The bait is there. Breeze looking to cause more mayhem. Seems Evil Geniuses thrive in the anarchy around smoke grenades, and Avangar just causing them problems that they can't really deal with. Tarek looking for the highlight reel, looking for the content. Buster and Kika remain. This is still doable for them. Buster on the site. They don't know where the CTs are. There is a long rotation for a lot of them. That bomb needs to cross. It's thrown into the smoke, but can it be? Oh no. They still have no idea. Very nervous times. EG wondering what's happening. Stan goes for a poke and a prod through long, and he'll be eliminated. Now it's a 2 versus 2. The utility still coming through for EG. They start to spread though, waiting for focus on the bomb. 1v1. Ethan on the low ground. That's pretty rough for him. 48 HP, 23 seconds to plant the bomb. He's got Ethan. How has he won that one?
Once again, the B defense is tested. Stan and Ethan open things up nicely. Finally, a trade comes through, but Stan at the back of the bomb site with the M4, doing all the damage and just holding on. Oh man, he's even going to get the kill onto Sanji. I think he's already done enough, but he might even just do everything. Indeed, he will. Stand with a great hold, the 4K from him.
She's forcing Sanji from his position, not just Sanji either. Oh, Kika is playing it slow with 1 HP. That's a big opening. Evil Geniuses trying to be proactive, but it'll cost them on this occasion. Cirque moving forward now, point of no return, no kill for him either, and that's the A bomb site completely taken for Avangar.
Is in a great position, and oh, he does pick up one, but the trade's through. It's actually safe to look away from that smoke.
Well, this is going to be pretty hard. Stan makes his way through. Oh my god, Stan, he's found 2 already, but he's finally taken out. And that's going to be a very brief end. 5 to 10 for Evil Geniuses. Thugs on road. Angry motorcycle gang. Trying to charge up that long position. There'll be a trade. Plenty of headshots for Breeze Sanji on a low ground now, as there's plenty of flashbangs from Evil Geniuses. One team which did buy utility. And the bomb will be planted. 2 players on the site, 2 players not. Cirque picked off by Adren, who continues to push from the long position. Sanji still in the smoke. There's going to be some issues. A nice snap from Sanji, and that's 2. Now leaves Breeze alone in a 1 versus 3 in his pistol. Players coming in from short, long, and close to Sanji as well as the first headshot for Breeze. Looking for more, looking for the 1 taps. He's just dancing around from player to player. He's only got 2 bullets left. There's only 1 now, and that's his bullets gone. He gets his reload in, though. Still alive for the time being. Still dancing, but they will eventually overwhelm him. Maybe this is one of the few options they feel like are good. 2 smokes for the cross. There's a crouch peek. They're doing it the hard way. There's only 1 flashbang, which is for Cirque. That's it for the remainder of this round. So 1 player's been spotted towards long, and Jane will fall back to play site to play with his teammates. Adren starts to creep. Stan looking in the corner of the smoke. The jiggle from Adren, but he doesn't win the duel. And now there's just low ground for the CT. Suddenly this is super awkward. James to 1 HP, standing in front of the flames as well. Oh, that's not a good idea. This has just become brittle, extremely brittle. It's in a matter of seconds. James trying to fall back now. What has happened on the A-bomb site?
Yeah, you've managed to find a plan. That's really great from them. But holding down Catwalk is the next battle, and it will be won by Avangar. Buster with a very key frag. I think if that frag doesn't go their way, I think the round's probably off for Avangar. But now they've got a chance to go for this. James rotating through the long position with 1 HP. My God. Cirque holding the angle from the ramp there. It's going to be very tough now. Just Cirque left alive the AK, and Buster's owned everyone. Beautiful 3K from Buster, my God.
From Avangar towards long, they get the early incendiary, but Evil Genius is going to smoke it, and Percy going to burst with the numbers, expecting the CTs to fall back, catching them off guard. Beautiful. That's the round shut down.
Yep.
you don't see that response very often. And this is what I said. Are Evil Geniuses going to counter Avangar once they get that incendiary through those doors to try and defend B, just for survival? Buster, can he hold on to the creek? He can't. That's a big pickup.
But he's not in the best position. Alone with the North there. Nice push from Kikert. Really using that FAMAS to maximum impact. And now what do? It slows down towards B. And again, that AWP is posted up there. Sanji with that AWP will take down Ethan. And it doesn't look like Evil Geniuses have any kind of a timing here. They have to force their way in. Brute force. Nothing else really can work for them. And they are getting just slowed down at every turn.
Somehow Breeze has made it to the car position though, with a smoke at the front, but there's a molly for that. And now he's going to be, is he going to be forced forward? Maybe he's not, he's going to clear everybody from there. This round just keeps turning around. 1 minute, there's so much time on the clock for EG to try and do this. I'm loving the response from Avangar. Just when you thought it's safe to say they're getting completely outplayed, just keep waiting. Do Avangar send 1 player towards A?
Micah, God, that was just disgusting, wasn't it? So fast from Stan. Geeko will make his way through with an AWP against 2 players. This really doesn't look like it's going to work out. That maybe had to be the pick to go, and it just doesn't really seem to be happening for Geeko. The flick missed as well. He is lucky to actually be alive.
The close range smokes. Will there be a flash? Sanji will swing. How many is he going to get? 3. That is absolutely devastating. Geeko moves into a Stan creeping around it. I mean, those smokes have been favourable for him in most cases, but James has a great angle. As Stan looks one way, James takes him out from another. The bomb's down by that goose. It's at the feet of the goose. It's a nice flick from Cirque. He has 30 seconds to do this. Looking for more engagement. Goes for the bad plant, the safest plant there is. We've got James on long, so Cirque will not, oh, never mind. We got the Kobe from Buster.
They're showing strength on this CT side. Beautiful 3K. Everybody staring into the wall. Yeah, just James' presence, though, is really amazing because that does allow Adren to creep up close with a UMP. Ethan in middle is locking it down, and that might just kill everything. Adren has to get a kill on the site. He can't do it in James now. There's too much distance to cover, so it's impossible. And he just needs to keep the AWP alive. But they know that he's here. He's got to keep this AWP alive. It's not going to be free. There's the first challenge. And now next is perhaps Stan from long with the AWP of his own. James. He must hear Sanasaur running around. He hears them both running around at this point. Which way does he look first? They're going to guarantee the trade. Very well played by Evil Geniuses. They remove the AWP. That is huge. Keycut, slight gap there. Tarek takes one down in the B-bomb side. Does that give Evil Genius is a sense of comfort. The timing from Keycut is really strong. He only gets a single kill, though.
Ooh, okay, well, Buster is making it doable, but it's not really likely, is it? And now Adren is alone. He'll get taken out immediately, and it'll be 16 to